Welcome back at 6:14. Mail theft is a federal crime, and across the tri-state area, checks are a top target for thieves. So if you haven't received your refund, you may need to look into whether it's coming at all.
Pineda and 7 on Your Side deals with this very issue all the time and found that it is not just a problem for us here at home, but it's all across the country. Unfortunately, the total loss for taxpayers like you and I, we're talking hundreds of millions. Here's Pineda.
I just don't understand how something like this could have happened.
This Howard Beach couple has been waiting on a reissue of their stolen tax refund and a huge annuity check for over a year.
It was supposed to be direct deposited into our account May 24th of 2024.
Further east on Long Island, Nancy Daly's been looking for her late father's refund check. Richard Derby passed away in 2019.
I'm not leaving the government with $7,300. That's his money.
Both taxpayers are victims of stolen checks.
So we went from it being mailed in May to filing the forms in July. Then in November, the IRS assigns an agent. Then they reassign another agent in December. It was going nowhere.
They said they sent checks. I said, who changed it to a check? They never answered me.
7 on Your Side gets complaints daily from viewers. These are 6 recent ones who had their tax refunds stolen out of the mail. We requested data from the Department of Treasury and found that stolen checks are actually down this year compared to last. But according to the agency, the total number of checks in the U.S. reported as stolen, lost, or damaged as of April this year is 73,000. That's roughly 21,000 checks per month. The amount in checks that had to be reissued due to fraud over the last 2 years, $709 million in 2024 and $227 million so far this year.
I just couldn't understand why they kept reissuing the checks that were fraudulently already cashed.
Their missing refunds were a drop in the federal bucket, but to them, worth every cent that we got returned from the IRS.
Thank you so much, you and your team. You did a wonderful job.
I was really amazed. I told him right away, I said, you're never going to believe it, but the money was direct deposited.
Well, the good news is the federal government is making moves to phase out paper checks. In March, President Trump directed the Secretary of the Treasury to cease issuing federal disbursements in paper checks, with the exception of those who don't have access to banking. That executive order is set to take effect this fall. Until then, you should always opt for direct deposit. In the newsroom, Pineda, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.